What's going on, guys? Back at you with some more of these shenanigans, and let's get right into it.
Telling you the truth, but you go here, you might need to get your sperm counted. That's why you so insecure with an older woman, because you afraid that your shit ain't gonna produce.
Well, she's actually wrong because you're actually told to check your sperm every 5 years. So, from 18 to 23 to 28 and so on and so forth, you actually need to always check your sperm. So, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
I'm just telling you.
Nobody's insecure about dating anybody my age. I don't want to. I want you.
That's what it is. We don't want to deal with your old ass attitude and your old ass ways. We just don't want to, and nor do we have to. If every man over the age of 18 gets married, there will be 5 million women left over. So why the hell do we need to accept this? We don't.
Children.
That's why you want them to call you daddy. 26.
He wants children of his own. Everything's a joke to her. Like, she can't even listen to any point. Everything's literally a joke. Every time he says something, she tries to make a joke. It's like, dude, this is probably why you're single.
He's saying really Elizabeth, he was saying he wants to have children.
Right. Even she knew what he was trying to say.
Listen to me. My grandmother had my mother at 47.
Oh, so here we go. So even though we have millions of case studies and we have OBGYNs telling us these stats and what happens inside a female body after 35 years, even though we have all this research to tell us otherwise, you want us to play around and try to get with a 50-year-old woman and try to have babies and just hope that our babies come out healthy with no problems, right? That's what you want us to do? Is that really what you're trying to tell us to do? Or should we get with someone who's capable and fertile enough to do so you have a safe pregnancy? Is she really trying to tell people to do this way? Come on now. This is who we're listening to. This is who has lead of the black community. This is who's leading the black community, telling us what to do.
Her and her sister is 22 years apart.
Your grandmother
Wow.
beat the system. God bless her.
Exactly. She beat the system. That's not what men are trying to do. We're not trying to date women that are 20 years older than us. We want it the other way so it works out better.
I'm not trying to play with that.
So did everybody just having babies in their 40s.
She said everybody's having babies. She's trying to make herself feel better. And ain't no everybody having babies in their 40s. There's maybe a few here and there you can pick out. Women in their 40s don't want to have babies because they already know it's harder to take care of a baby as you get older and to bring one to term. She doesn't know what she's talking about at all whatsoever. And the sad part is she has a daughter. She is raising a young woman. That's the thing that scares me the most. So she's going to turn her daughter into this.
Janet Jackson.
Now we start naming us celebrities. We're gonna name celebrities with millions of dollars to get this stuff in order, right? The average person doesn't have Janet Jackson money or whoever she listed. The average person is making $30,000 to $40,000 a year, so they can't afford that. What is she talking about here? Black people always go to celebrities when they want to make a point, as if we're celebrities. Like, no.
Marilyn, okay, you're not gonna interrupt him. I'm gonna let Dave.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go here, brother.
I'm gonna let Dave say any rebuttal. I'll let you say whatever you need to say. So Marilyn, don't interrupt him. Dave, before you go, is there anything that you want to say?
That's going to be hard for her to not interrupt. The sad part is that she has to tell her, he's going to talk, don't interrupt. Like they're little kids in a kindergarten class. You got to tell her to not interrupt and let him say something because that's how out of control she is.
Response, if you have anything to say, she's not going to interrupt you.
You hope she's not. Unless you mute her, she's interrupting. I'm sorry to tell you, she interrupts everything.
I want to say in response, my preferences are my preferences. I want someone that I can have children with. I went through infertility issues with my ex-wife. I prefer to date someone younger than my ex-wife.
See, he's already been through it. He just said he's already been through it with an older woman and it didn't work out. So he doesn't want to go through that again and waste another 4 or 5 years with someone that can't have kids. That's just what it is. Like,
Wife is 46 right now, 47.
see?
I don't want to get.
She's 40. She's the same age as this woman, and she can't produce the kids. So, like, this woman out of her mind. She's out of her mind right now. She doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. She's way out of pocket.
getting nowhere near that because I'm already 48. Why the hell would I date a 48-year-old? I'm not gonna do it. If I
Yeah, honestly, most guys don't want to date women their age. Like after 30, like that's like the almost the cutoff where guys are like, all right, I'll date you. But like if you're 30 years old as a man, you're probably gonna want to date someone 30 and younger. But if you're like in your 40s, you're gonna look for someone younger than 35. If you're trying to have kids, especially if you don't care about kids, then it doesn't matter. Like obviously, but if you want kids and you're a guy that, you know, wasn't loose with his seed and waited till the right time, now got his money right and now is looking for that, then yeah, you want someone who can do those things for you. So it's like you can't shame him for doing that or wanting that. That's what he wants. Just like he didn't shame you for what you did or what you want.
want a wife and children, I'm at least gonna date a 38-year-old. That's 10 years. Now you hold on. Now you're getting to the top of her height of her fertility, maybe 40s. And again, I'm not gonna get her pregnant today.
Right, exactly. You meet someone, it's not like you, I mean, it can happen. You can have a one night stand, she can get pregnant, but in most cases, guys, when they meet someone they are interested in and want to actually pursue, it's not going to happen that day. It's probably going to happen a year or two after. You know what I mean? So, like, even so if you get with someone who's 38 and then finally she's 40 by the time you actually decide to do this, she ain't going to have that kid till she's 41 if she's lucky. So, like, that's why guys want, like, girls that are 30, 20s, stuff like that. So by the time you do this stuff, they're not too old.
This 38-year-old, she's not getting pregnant today, so I got to move down to a 35-year-old or a 33-year-old because I take my time with somebody. I'm not getting pregnant and getting married off the bat. So I need women like you that don't meet my criteria. Don't take it personal. Just because you aged out of the age range that Dave is looking for, don't get mad at Dave.
But the thing is, they're gonna get personal because that's just what people do. We get emotional and we feel certain ways about things, especially when life passes us by. So that's all it is. Like I said last video, she would take this guy if he wanted her, but he don't want her. And she's resentful of it, and then it's showing.
I don't have no issue with you. I don't have no issue with you.
Yeah, but she doesn't believe that. She thinks that there's an issue with her, but nope. He just doesn't care for you at all. He just wants to sidestep you, and he's trying to get you to understand why. But you don't want to listen.
I love black women, so I don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah, he loves them, but not enough to be with them.
Why women come at me, but the thing is, they come for me, Kendra.
Like, I love black women too. Like, my mother is black, but it doesn't mean I want to date them. Like, I love them. I wish them the best, but like, I'm just not attracted to most black women. I mean, there are some that are like, beautiful as hell. So it's not the looks that I'm not attracted to. Like, black women are beautiful. It's the attitude. You know what I mean? There's nothing worse than seeing a beautiful black woman and then she opens her mouth and then you're just like, it drops her like 5 points. Like, you would think she's an 8. Opens her mouth and now she's a 3 because she just can't conduct herself. And that's really what it is.
They don't like that. They don't fit my preferences. I just, honestly, Kendra, before we even hung up, 25 DMs, and all of them are being nice to me. I would rather speak to
See, then that's what it is. Black guys don't want to deal with black women because y'all are just mean. Y'all are just flat out mean to us. Y'all disrespectful, attitude, masculine. You don't want to cooperate. You're overweight and you come with some other man's kids. And then on top of that, you're so entitled and you're just flat out mean. White women, Hispanic women, Asian women, they're not mean to us. They're nice to us. They want us. They want to be with us. They want to grow with us. And that's why black women are losing. And they just don't understand. They just will not conform to that because they think that, it makes them a pick-me or it makes them less than. But really, it makes you protected and covered for life if you act that way. But I guess they're the last ones to get the memo. 1 in 4 of them will be married in their lifetime. I mean, that says it all right there.
Nice to me, that understands where I'm coming from. It's like, you know what? Let me see what.
That almost means if 1 in 4 black women will marry in her lifetime, that means that literally 1 in 4 of them are marriageable, and that's sad. The next lowest is white women. It's 1 out of 2 white women will get married in their lifetime. So it's 50% for white women, and you jump to black women, it's 25%. that speaks volumes in itself.
What daddy talking about? As one of your old followers used to say, right? I'm cool with that, man. But don't come for me if I ain't come for you. I don't have no problem with you, Marilyn. But this is too much. Like, stop it. Save that for somebody else. That ain't for Dave.
Okay. I hope that work out for you, sir.
Okay.
I hope
Yeah, how many of you really think she really hopes that it works out for him? Or how many of you think that she wants him to crash and fall on his face? Like, how many of you guys really think she's being sincere right now and coming with good faith? Not me.
I hope you find the daughter you looking for.
See, and then she has to say the last thing, derogatory remark, and she wonders why she's single and nobody's coming for her.
The wife. The wife. The
We're
wife.
gonna continue with you. We had to give Dave a chance.
See, Dave doesn't even pay her any
Y'all
mind.
take my mother for attention. My brother just got here.
Okay, well, I appreciate you coming back on to speak your piece.
Peace out.
All right.
And that is what black men have to deal with, man. If you can't find a black woman that knows how to conduct herself and speak properly and treat you properly, your best bet is just to stay away. Like, I wouldn't wish this on any man, unless you want to be miserable for your whole life. But yeah, other than that, man, we have plenty more coming. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be safe, everyone, and have a nice day.